Welcome back to another video. I'm going to test FSD version 12.6.3. While recording this video, I just noticed I got the new, there's a new software update available. Let's see which one that is. Yeah, 12.6.4. Anyways, so we're going to drive FSD 12.6.3 right here. As you can see, my settings for this drive are, if you go to autopilot, I'm going to leave it in hurry mode just to see, because this version has been amazing for some people and just absolutely a disaster for other people. So let's see how it goes for us. Max speed, this is the recommended offset, 40%, and we'll leave it in hurry and see how it does. Let's go. All right, here we go. So as soon as it lets me put in FSD, there we go. I like to set the auto wiper to off because the windshield is clean, but it'll still run the wipers. Now I have used on this, around my area at least, FSD version 12.5.4.2, and it worked really well actually for me. A lot of people had issues with that version, but not for me. It worked fine. The highway version was okay as well. No issues really there. I was able to adjust some things, and oh, that's a pretty cool feature. Right? Auto enable climate. I didn't do anything. Climate was off, and it said high chance of fog. I don't see any fog on any of the windows, but whatever, we'll let it do its thing. So as I was saying, I've used FSD, the 12.5 version, and oh, here it's hesitating for no reason. Stopped twice on a stop sign. This car was far away. In the previous version, sorry, we'll just stop once, wait 3 seconds, and then go. Some people have said that if you have issues with FSD 12.6, whatever version it is, recalibrate your cameras, and that should hopefully fix the issues. I don't know if it helps everybody, but that's something people on community forums have suggested. Good speed control. It's a 40 zone. We're doing 45 kilometers an hour. Perfect. One of the things they added in FSD now is if any of your cameras are blocked or obstructed, it'll actually, a message will pop up on your screen. It'll tell you. So it's not like you wouldn't know, hey, I'm having a bad FSD experience because my cameras are blocked or whatever. Let's see this stop sign. It should just go now. Oh, that was pretty good. So far, compared to FSD 12.5, it's smoother. Definitely, the biggest change or the smoothness you'll feel is in turns, where it's making left or right turns. The steering wheel has just one input, just turns and goes, whereas in the previous versions, it would do everything else perfect, but when it came to turns, it was kind of indecisive. It would just do this back and forth thing with the steering wheel before committing. So there we have a human driver making a mistake. They were staying too long on this protected left. So we should be going into the intersection, yeah. And now we can go. There's no pedestrian. Of course, I'm checking as well, just to be safe. And if you're a new user to FSD, make sure you're ready to take over, your hands are ready to take over the steering wheel, and you're ready to either accelerate or ready to take over, whether it's pressing the accelerator or gas, because sometimes FSD would do something like it will be a perfect drive and all of a sudden it might just slow down in the middle of the road for no reason, or make a bad decision. So you just got to be ready to take over. Alright, so we got a roundabout. No traffic on the left. Should commit. Not super busy today, but still a good test. Nighttime, a lot of the snow is melted. We are staying in the left lane because it could be due to my profile setting, hurry mode. Even though our speed is slower than the rest of the traffic, most people here drive around 70 kilometers an hour. We're just doing the legal speed limit actually, but we are staying in the left lane now. I'm assuming if I was in one of the other FSD options, maybe it would have stayed in the right lane. Oh, there was a hard left turn. So far with these two roundabouts that we just went through, I've noticed it's a little bit jerky on the entry and exit. The previous version was a bit more confident, we'll just come, notice there's nobody there, go. This one, it does a little bit of, there's like slight jerkiness to it. But again, it's not like it's dangerous or anything, it's totally fine. I'm just nitpicking here. What will be really interesting is if it parks when we arrive at our destination. Guys, if you enjoyed this video so far, please subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, it really helps making these kind of videos. Here we are. There's nobody behind me, so I'm just gonna see what it does. I hope it doesn't park here. Just give it some gas, let's see what happens. I like to park at the further end of the parking lots anyways. Oh, this is interesting. I guess that's it. If we go to the camera, we're parked between two spaces. But I'm going to disengage, park it correctly. You're going to park right there. So this was a pretty good drive. Let's go to another destination. I just did a 15-minute drive and forgot to hit the record button. But anyways, we won't give up. Let's go to this next destination. As soon as FSD is ready. Which way are we going? We're supposed to go right. You can even see on the map is showing it correct. So we just like to take the longer route. can go now. There's no car on the right. So the reason why we were stopped there or passed there for a few seconds is there were cars coming in from the right side, but none of them had their indicator on. So FSD thought they're coming through, but actually last minute both of the cars turned left. Human driver error. It's the first time I'm going to experience FSD 12.6 is parking lot behavior. Which is pretty good, considering we've got mountains of snowbanks, a lot of blind spots. It's doing well. That left side has a huge blind spot right now. See, it does this dual stops on a stop sign. You're supposed to go. So I did press the accelerator a little bit because it was just frozen in place. Gonna make a left here, so we're supposed to be in the left lane, but we are not. We are in 2 lanes now, so I'm blocking 2 lanes. I'm gonna disengage FSD. It's in the wrong lane, and re-engage it. Both lanes, they were marked. I don't know why it couldn't see that there were 2 lanes supposed to stay on the left, but whatever. So there was 1 disengagement so far. We can go. So I did press the accelerator a little bit, confused it. We should be merging here already. Like you can see the lane on the visualization, and it still decides to make this very last minute move. Not sure why. Protective left turn, let's go. That was good. So far 1 disengagement where it took 2 lanes, and people nowadays are pissed at Tesla anyways because of what's happening. It's not a nice thing to do. I'm gonna turn off the heat here. So this download I have is the 12.6.4 version, and I'm gonna download it tonight and maybe do this exact same route tomorrow, see if there's any difference, because the notes say the same thing they did for 12.6. Nothing has changed. Here it does it correctly. It merges right away into the right lane. It doesn't wait last minute. I got a watermelon, the trunk that's bouncing around. So we should be merging right away. It's kind of doing this should I or should I not kind of thing, but still it managed well. So we're going to turn here. Map shows go left, but there's snow there. And the car's like, oh, what should I do? So it's just going to stop here, think, I guess. And what I'm going to do is, oh, it's going to park. Okay. Well, I guess it parked here. Navigate home. And go. By the way, FSD has a hard time finding my house. It always stops, doesn't matter which direction I come from. It always stops like 3 houses before. I don't know why that is. The previous version should be making a right turn. We should be in the right lane right now, and it's in both lanes, and now it decides. So it did that 12.5 behavior I was talking about earlier. So make sure you guys are subscribed, because I'm going to be doing a lot of tests on this version or all these coming up, all these FSD versions that are coming up, because just this little drive, the short drive, 5-10 minute drive, doesn't mean FSD is perfect. Either way, right? If it drives perfectly, doesn't mean it's just perfect. If it makes mistake, we gotta give it another chance. So I'm gonna repeat these drives, different time of the days, different locations. It's approaching this car a little bit fast and then braking at the last second. I mean, you see the car stop, maybe just make it a bit smoother, but... And it's parked kind of close to this truck. I would usually park a bit further back. That's just how I like to drive. So yeah, make sure you guys subscribe, because I'm going to be testing it out and seeing the limitations of this system, where it excels, where it suffers, and will it put me in a situation where if I'm not paying attention, it'll crash. Because that's really the ultimate thing. You want this thing to drive without even thinking about it's driving itself, completely hands-free. With the way it is so far, even in this short drive, you gotta be paying attention. You gotta be ready to take over. Protective left, so we should just go. It's hesitating on the accelerator quite a bit. Wow. And I had to press on the gas and it did this real terrible move. So that was bad. That was really bad. I don't know why the indicator did turn on the left indicator. Way below speed limit. I mean, that car is going slow and it's pulling away from us. Should just go around this truck. I don't know what it's doing. I'm going to give it a little bit of gas. But it was about to like stop there. Again, as I said, it's far from perfect, so... I don't know if these snowbanks are gonna limit its performance because of what it can see. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.